The phrase getting on your nerves has more health implications than you might realize. The vagus nerve is one of the longest and most complex nerves in the human body. On today's show, I'll explore the significance of the vagus nerve in menopause, along with 6 holistic strategies to restore vagal balance. So friend, if you're ready to calm your nerves holistically for optimal health, then grab a notebook and pen and let's dive in. Hey friend, welcome to Integrative Medicine for Energy and Health. Are you struggling with low energy, excessive weight, chronic fatigue, imbalanced hormones, or body aches and pains that are robbing you of enjoying life? If you're ready to take the guesswork out of living a healthier life, you're in the right place. Hi, I'm Rakesia. I'm a mom, honorably retired Air Force veteran, award-winning author, social worker, and Christian alternative medicine provider. For years, I tried improving my health through conventional medicine and nothing worked until I finally found a simple strategy that was easy and fun. This podcast will provide you with natural ways to increase energy, lose weight, regulate hormones, and improve your mood. If you're ready to live, look, and feel better, grab your favorite cup of herbal tea and let's jump in. Welcome to another week of Integrative Medicine for Energy and Health. I'm your host, Rakesia McMillan, bringing you content to help you lose weight, increase energy, and balance hormones. This month, we've been focusing on mental health awareness. I'll be closing out the month with an unknown issue that could be impacting your mental health, your overall health. I'll be discussing hormonal imbalance linked to the vagus nerve, along with 6 holistic strategies to help you restore your vagal balance. But before we get into today's show, I just want to say Happy Memorial Day. As an honorably retired Air Force veteran, this day is near and dear to my heart because it recognizes the sacrifice of servicemen and women who have given their lives in service to our great nation. And the freedoms that we experience in America, they are not free, and they've been paid with a price, the ultimate sacrifice of those who have served our country honorably. And if you'd like to know how you can honor those who have given their lives or how you can support their family members, the Department of Veteran Affairs, or the VA, has over 200 free Memorial Day observances and events across the country. You can visit news.va.gov to find out how you can be a part to support these events. Did you know that you have a vagus nerve? You might be saying, I don't even know what a vagus nerve is. What is it? Well, we all have a vagus nerve. The vagus nerve is also known as the 10th cranial nerve, and it's one of the longest and most complex nerves in the human body. It extends from the brainstem to various organs like our heart, lungs, and our digestive tract. And this nerve plays a crucial role in the parasympathetic nervous system, which regulates our rest, digestion, and recovery processes. And I want to share the importance of the vagus nerve. It helps to influence a wide range of bodily functions, such as it helps to regulate our heart rate and blood pressure, which promotes cardiovascular health. The vagus nerve controls digestive processes, including the release of digestive enzymes and the movement of food throughout the gastrointestinal tract. It also modulates the body's inflammatory response, which plays a role in immune system regulation. And the vagus nerve is linked to the brain-gut axis, which affects our mental health and our mood. So it influences conditions like anxiety and depression. And so taking a look at all of these different functions and how it is connected to ensuring that we operate at optimal levels of health, I want to dive into how it is connected to menopause. And so as we are transitioning through menopause, the body goes through a number of changes. And in particular, when our estrogen levels decline, it can affect our vagal tone. And vagal tone is the efficiency that the vagus nerve operates or functions. And so when there is a reduced vagal tone, it's associated with increased stress and anxiety and inflammatory responses. It also increases our menopausal symptoms. And so improving vagal tone during menopause can help alleviate a number of symptoms, including anxiety and depression. Enhanced vagal activity can help improve our mood as well as reduce anxiety. It can also improve our cardiovascular health. Better vagal tone helps maintain a healthy heart rate as well as blood pressure. Improved vagus nerve function also supports better digestion, and it also reduces gastrointestinal discomfort. And then finally, a well-functioning vagus nerve promotes relaxation as well as better sleep, which is something that we all need more of. And so I want to share 6 holistic practices to help you to heal your vagus nerve during menopause. These are practices that I use along with my clients, and I've found them to be highly effective. So one of the first things that I did to help bring restorative health and energy to my vagus nerve is that I began to practice deep breathing exercises. And deep, slow breathing helps to stimulate the vagus nerve, and it enhances the parasympathetic nervous system activity. And the primary role of the parasympathetic nervous system is to conserve energy so that it can promote that rest and that digestion that we need for our bodies. And so when that happens, when we're breathing slowly, we're breathing deeply, a number of things happen. It helps to slow down that heart rate. It helps to promote the body to enter into a state of relaxation as well as conserve energy. Deep breathing also stimulates the digestive processes. It enhances the secretion of digestive enzymes and promotes the movement of food through the digestive tract, as well as aids in digestion and nutrient absorption. Deep breathing also promotes rest and relaxation because the parasympathetic nervous system reduces stress. It promotes relaxation, which helps us to enter into a sense of calm and well-being. And it also helps to regulate our bodily functions such as salivation. It also helps with urination and helps us to have those regular bowel movements that are needed to remain healthy. And so the parasympathetic nervous system, it operates through a network of nerves that originate in the brainstem and the sacral region of the spinal cord. And the vagus nerve, which is a major component of the parasympathetic nervous system, again, it extends from the brain to various organs in our body, such as our heart, our lungs, our digestive tract. And when it's activated, the vagus nerve releases those neurotransmitters, those signals, which slow the heart rate down and increase digestive activity. And so practices like diaphragmatic breathing, where the diaphragm is actively engaged, certainly does help. And so I want to share a diaphragmatic exercise that you can do to help to regulate and restore your vagal tone. And so when you're in a quiet place, away from the noise, I want you to sit or lie down comfortably, and you will place one hand on your chest and the other on your abdomen. And you want to inhale deeply through your nose, allowing your abdomen to rise while keeping your chest relatively still. And then you want to exhale slowly through your mouth, and you want to repeat this several times. And so this is a breathing exercise that is specifically targeted towards your diaphragm. I practice these throughout the week when I'm doing my deep breathing exercises because it's, again, bringing my body into that place of relaxation, which helps to calm that vagus nerve down and bring it to that place of restoration and healing. The second thing that I did is that I incorporated meditation. Now, mindful meditation or other relaxation techniques can really help to boost your vagal tone by reducing stress and promoting a state of calm. Now, when it comes to meditation and Christians, sometimes it's often related to other forms of meditation, whether that's Eastern meditation. But I want to bring this in a biblical sense because meditation is mentioned in the Bible over 58 times. And the meaning of meditation refers to either listening to God's word, reflecting on the works of God, rehearsing God's deeds, or thinking about God's laws and his goodness. And when we're meditating, meditation results in changed behavior after we've had an encounter with God. And David shared in Psalms 119, verse 97, as well as Psalms 101 and 102, he said, "Oh, how I love the law. It is my meditation all the day long. I hold my feet from every evil way in order to keep thy word. I do not turn aside from my ordinances. You have taught me." And so biblical meditation, it's a continual focus upon obedience and faithfulness. And that is what makes it clearly different than any other form of meditation. Whereas Christian meditation, again, it focuses on obedience and a transformation that takes place. Genesis chapter 24, verse 63 says that Isaac went out to meditate in the field in the evening. And this is one of my favorite meditation scriptures because when I first really started studying meditation, I wanted to find out what the Bible had to say about meditation. And so the fact that Isaac pulled away and went out specifically to meditate is very powerful to know that we can practice that same level of pulling away in the evening to meditate. In Psalm 63 in verse 6 says that I think of thee upon my bed and I meditate on thee in the watches of the night. And so I want to share a form of a meditation practice with you that I learned from a book called Celebration of Discipline, The Path of Spiritual Growth by Robert J. Frost. Over 2 million copies have been sold. This is an amazing book. And this is a contemplative form of meditation, which focuses on a time to become still. You're entering into recentering and recreating silence that allows our fragmentation of our minds to really become centered, to bring the vagus nerve into alignment. And so this contemplative meditation practice is called palms down, palms up. So the way that you begin is that you begin with your palms down, and this is a symbolic indication of your desire to turn over any concerns that you may have to God. And inwardly, you may pray a prayer like this: Lord, I give my anger towards a specific person. You can name that person's name. Or I release my fear from a dentist appointment that I have this morning or later on in the day. Or I surrender my anxiety over not having enough money to pay bills this month, or I release my frustration over trying to find a babysitter for tonight. So whatever it is that is on your mind or something that is of concern to you, just say palms down and release it. And when you feel a certain sense of release in your hands after a couple of moments of surrender, then you're going to turn your palms up. And this is a symbol of your desire to receive from the Lord. So maybe you may pray silently, Lord, I'd like to receive your divine love for the person that you may be having a struggle with, or you receive faith for something that you are believing God for, or you're receiving peace for anxiety or stress that you're having in your life. And so with the palms up, you're receiving what it is that you're releasing or you're letting go of. And so having this center in your life, it helps you to really focus on the Lord. It's a form of meditation that I really enjoy doing this, because whatever is going on in my life, whether there's frustration that I need to release, or if there's a fear that I need to release, I do that with my palms down. And then with my palms up, I'm able to receive what it is that I need for that moment in my life. So this is a great practice for you to incorporate into your times of meditation. The third strategy that I use to keep my vagal nerve healthy is through cold water exposure. And cold water exposure can activate the vagus nerve. When your face or your neck come into contact with cold water, there are sensory receptors in the skin, especially the cranial nerve, and they send signals to the brain. And then the brain responds by activating the parasympathetic nervous system, primarily through the vagus nerve. And so when that happens, physiological changes begin to take place. The vagus nerve induces a slower heart rate, which helps to conserve oxygen. Blood vessels in the extremities constrict to direct more blood to vital organs. And then breathing slows down or temporarily stops to prevent water from entering the lungs. And then the vagus nerve is stimulated as part of this parasympathetic response, which leads to various physiological changes that help conserve oxygen and protect the body under cold exposure. And that cold water exposure, especially to the face and the neck, it triggers the diving reflex. It activates the vagus nerve and causes a series of those physiological responses to help conserve that oxygen and protect your vital organs. And so one of the ways that I do this is through hydrotherapy shower. And so I practice hydrotherapy showers at least 3 to 5 times a week, switching between hot and cold water and ending my shower with a burst of refreshing cold water. And it's not as bad as it might sound, but it's actually very, very healing for the body. I actually have an episode that I did on this, podcast episode 169, how you can increase your energy levels naturally with shower hydrotherapy. It's a 3-step approach to help increase your energy, improve your overall well-being. But I share the technique that you need to practice to effectively move forward into adding hydrotherapy into your health regimen. Another practice with cold water is cold face immersion, where you can immerse your face in cold water for short intervals. You can, again, do this every single week, 3 to 5 times, to really help to keep the vagal nerve healthy and balance. And so when you're switching in between hot or cold, or you're immersing your face in cold water, it really helps to, again, keep the vagal nerve balanced within the body. The fourth practice is eating a healthy diet, because eating a diet that's rich in anti-inflammatory foods is important to support vagal health due to the connection between diet and inflammation and the function of the vagus nerve. And so when you are eating foods that are supporting your health, it's going to help reduce that systemic inflammation. Chronic inflammation, when it's in the body for prolonged periods of time, it can impair your vagus nerve function. And chronic inflammation is linked to various diseases like cardiovascular disease, diabetes, as well as neurodegenerative diseases. And so foods that are anti-inflammatory, that are rich in anti-inflammatory compounds, such as our fruits and vegetables, seeds and nuts and fatty fish, this is going to help reduce that systemic inflammation. Key anti-inflammatory nutrients include omega-3 fatty acids, our flavonoids, our polyphenols, as well as our vitamins. And so anti-inflammatory foods help to support higher vagal tone and reduces the burden of inflammation, which allows your vagus nerve to function optimally. The fifth strategy that I practice is including laughter in creating social connections in my life. Laughter and positive social connections help to stimulate the vagus nerve. And this helps to enhance mood as well as reduce stress. The Bible tells us in Proverbs 17:22 that laughter is good as a medicine. A merry heart doeth good like a medicine, but a broken spirit drieth the bones. So getting some laughter into your life is very, very healing. So whether that's spending time with your loved ones, joining social groups, attending a healthy church, engaging in activities that really bring you joy and laughter. I know for me, I love being on the beach. I love being in parks. Being around family and friends. These are the things that bring joy to my life. If you don't have any support systems, I want to encourage you to begin stepping out and creating and connecting so that you can have the social support systems that you need in your life, whether that's through a women's group, whether that's through Bible study. I want to invite you to join my monthly health support group where you can connect with other like-minded women, where you can have fun. And at the same time, you know that you're doing something good to help stay on top of or achieve your health goals. The sixth and the final strategy is incorporating massage. Because physical therapies, they help to stimulate the vagus nerve and improve its function. And massage can positively impact the vagus nerve and its function in several ways. And so direct stimulation, so there are certain types of massage, particularly those involving the neck, the upper back area. These can directly stimulate the vagus nerve endings, and techniques like cranial sacral therapy, as well as gentle neck massages, target these areas, potentially enhancing your vagal activity. And so when you're actually going through massages, your body is releasing neurotransmitters. You're releasing those oxytocin hormones in the body. And so you can massage and stimulate your body so that, again, the oxytocin can be released. That oxytocin is known as the love hormone, and it promotes relaxation, social bonding, as well as helps to reduce anxiety. And if you'd like to find out more about this love hormone, I want to invite you to take my free course, Happy Hormones. And you can find that at happyhormonescourse.com. strategycontemplative.com, where you can find out about oxytocin as well as other hormones for your health. And so some of the massages that you can go forward in to help increase the oxytocin levels that help enhance vagal tone are neck and shoulder massages, because these focus on the areas around the sinus area. It focuses on where that vagus nerve is accessible. Abdominal massages, gentle circular motions on the abdomen can help stimulate the vagus nerve as well as promote digestive health. Also, foot reflexology. Certain points on the feet are connected to the vagus nerve, and this can be stimulated through reflexology techniques. And then finally, the cranial sacral therapy. And this is gentle, non-invasive massage that focuses on the bones of the head, the spinal column, the sacrum to relieve stress and tension. Now, on my self-care days, I like to use carrier oils like coconut oil, jojoba oil, or olive oil, and add a few drops of essential oils like lavender or jasmine or rose, clary sage, or sandalwood to help enhance the therapeutic or the healing experience of the massage. Because massage helps to support the vagal health through that direct stimulation of the nerve, which helps to reduce stress and anxiety. It improves even gut health and releases beneficial neurotransmitters. It helps to reduce that inflammation. And so these effects collectively promote better autonomic nervous system function as well as overall well-being. And so these are the 6 strategies that I incorporated into my life as I was transitioning through menopause, and bringing about hormonal balance was important to me, and I didn't quite know how to do it. Prior to becoming a health coach, I had no idea what the vagus nerve was. I hadn't heard of it. I didn't know what it did, but I knew that as I was going through my healing journey, that some of the practices were bringing my body into alignment. I knew that restoration was taking place. I was feeling less anxious. I was sleeping better. I had more energy. I had more mental clarity. And so the more that I talked to other health professionals, I learned about the vagus nerve and knew that I needed to keep up with strategies to keep that vagus nerve balanced, to keep it restored, to keep it in a healthy state. And so just as with anything, our bodies require maintenance. And so practicing these 6 strategies helps to maintain the health of the vagus nerve. And so these have been greatly beneficial to my life. I hope that they are to you as well. If you do practice any of these 6 strategies, I would love to hear about it. You can leave me a voice message via Spotify regarding your experience. So let's wrap it all up. The vagus nerve is an important part to managing our physical and mental health during menopause. By incorporating holistic practices that improve our vagal tone, you can experience significant relief from menopausal symptoms that lead to a healthier and a more balanced life. Embracing these natural strategies not only supports your vagus nerve, but also promotes overall health and well-being. I'll leave you with Matthew chapter 11, verse 28. Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Hey friend, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If so, would you take 30 seconds and share it with a friend who may want to have more energy and improve their health naturally? Also, I would love it if you could leave a quick review for the show on Apple Podcasts. It blesses me tremendously to know that this podcast is helping you. Alrighty then, it's time to go make a protein shake and go for a hike. No more days of feeling tired and drained. I'll see you in a few days for another episode. God bless.